across to cut off Heidfeld. Now look at Kubica going aggressive on Massa. Kubica is past Massa. Della Rosa is having a go as well. And it looks to me like Kubica's up to 4th place. Can he make the chicane though? Yes, he can. Schumacher's having a battle with Heidfeld. They've already tangled this season once already. Where is Alonso as Kubica goes past his teammate? The Polish driver, Robert Kubica, in only his 3rd Grand Prix, is up into 3rd place. Raikkonen leads it though. Michael Schumacher is 2nd.
Heidfeld let Michael Schumacher off the hook big time there. He had the line, he had the speed, but Michael Schumacher went around the outside. Alonso directly up to 8th place over Michael Schumacher.
So Raikkonen leads this one. Michael Schumacher, 2.5 seconds behind him. Kubica, stunning first lap for the Polish driver, takes him from 6th on the grid up to 3rd place. He's just 4.5 seconds behind the race leader. Massa is behind him. Then it's Jenson Button. Then it's Alonso. Then it's Heidfeld in 7th place. Della Rosa is 8th. Fisichella is 9th, just a place better than where he started. And Rubens Barrichello is down in 10th place, having started 8th on the grid.
Plumes of black dust from the brakes from Kubica's BMW. It's a long way to go in this Grand Prix with several heavy braking zones per lap. First, Raikkonen 1.4 ahead of Michael Schumacher. Kubica is 3.3 seconds down the road with Felipe Massa in very close company. Well, interestingly, the computer doesn't even say car 1 missed the apex of turn 1, so at the moment it's not up there, but I'm keeping an eye on the 3rd page of computer stuff we get up there, because I'm half expecting it to say car 1 under investigation.
On board with Massa, that's Kubica in front of us, coming down towards Ascari now. So who's leading this Grand Prix? A Polish driver by the name of Robert Kubica is still out there. Michael Schumacher's pitted, so has Kimi Raikkonen, and that means that Kubica is leading a lap for the first time in his Formula 1 career. He's the 11th different driver to lead a lap during the course of this season, and hats off to him. It was a stunning start from Kubica to go from 6th place up to 3rd on the opening lap. He goes across the line now as a race leader.
His family will be getting a photograph of that. So Kubica leads in 2 places there. He's in front of Alonso and Button as Kubica pits from the lead, and Louise has found Nico Rosberg.
Nico, cars take such a pounding over the curbs here. Do you think that's what's caused the transmission failure?
Yes, I think so, because it was in the second chicane where it happened, so I would assume that it was because of that. And yeah, it's unfortunate because, you know, we've been going through that chicane now for 3 test days.
Going to be a force to be reckoned with in the next few years, I think, BMW. The amount of progress they've made this year since taking over Peter Sauber's team has been truly impressive. There's Alonso, though, right on the tail of Kubica. This is a massive test now for the youngster from Poland.
The trouble for Alonso is Kubica's a bit off the pace at the moment, doing 24.0, so the extra 2 laps he can go over Massa is not giving him any benefit, and I think this could play well into Felipe Massa's hands. And they're both in the pits at the same time. I think they called Alonso in early, but it hasn't worked because they also called Kubica in. The Renault team have got something to do now.
They've got to get him in front of Kubica. That's the first task. The second one is, of course, to get him in front of Massa. So it's very, very close indeed. Jenson Button is also in the pits. Kubica in the pits, Montero, and they're side by side. Alonso on the right, Kubica on the left. It's a drag race as to who's going to get the place here. But Alonso is so determined here. He's driven by anger, and it looks like he's back out in front of Felipe Massa as well.
Will Kubica try to go up the inside? No, he thinks better of that. I think the BMW team will be very close.
Fernando Alonso is out of this Grand Prix. He's had a massive engine failure down at the first chicane. Listen to the crowd, and that's Massa going straight on in the aftermath of it. Massa was behind him on the racetrack. That's damaged Massa's tyre, so it's damaged his race. As he argued, Alonso damaged his qualifying yesterday. But crucially, from Michael Schumacher's point of view, he was looking with Alonso 3rd and him in the lead at leaving Monza with just 8 points behind that World Championship leader Fernando Alonso, picking up no points here as we took a look at the replay of Kubica crossing the line. Alonso picks up nothing.
Out front in a league of their own all afternoon. I think the best Fernando was ever going to get wherever he started on the grid was P3. Up on the podium goes Michael Schumacher. We await to hear official word
of what's going to happen. We're being told that Schumacher has told the team over the radio on the slowing down lap that he is going to retire from Formula One. And let's just look at his expression. And let's not forget this man, by far the tallest man on the podium, Robert Kubica. Heroic moment for him.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? He's taller than Raikkonen, despite being a step lower, and nearly as tall as Michael. That's a great podium. They should be at all the races. That's pretty much the story, isn't it? If you added in Ross Brawn and Rory Byrne too.
They don't seem particularly interested in anybody else. They're only interested in themselves. Jean Todt.